the quarterback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Line getting set on second down. Gonna run it. It's Jeffrey.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will audible.
29 Philly, 2-9-5.
He's back to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense might bring the house here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Second down.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 33, LSU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
3-25.
Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
Check.
On the ground, it's Jeffrey. Makes one man miss.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Puts him in the spin cycle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. It's not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 18 to Clemson. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. On first down, he just sneaks it ahead, though it's a little unusual play call.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. A nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll try the run. And that will be the final play as the